Hello, everybody. This is Passport Nomad back at you once again. Today, we're going to be reviewing a couple of videos concerning problems in relationships today, as far as the westernized woman mindset goes. And we're just going to see what's out there and let's just put it this way: the first video is not going to be a really serious one. It's actually a funny one, but the other ones are going to get a little bit more serious and everything. But I'm going to share my opinion and my thoughts on each video as we go along, and let's see what we got.
I have accepted to be your girlfriend, but in one condition.
What's that?
No sex.
Oh, but why?
Well, that's because I'm keeping it for my future husband.
Alright, accepted. But on one condition.
What's that?
No money.
Why?
Because I'm keeping it for my future wife.
That's a funny video. That's a funny video. I'm like, even though it's not serious, it's not, it's all acted out. Still, it's like, it's kind of like running on the lines of what Menlin was saying. What do you bring to the table and things like that? But when a woman comes and she says, "Oh, I will accept the relationship with you under one condition, no sex," he's like, "Oh, okay, then fine. If that's what you want, all right, then no money. No money. No money until I give it to my future wife." It seems like a fair exchange to me. What's the problem? Anyway, moving right along.
We are very different.
That's all I need to know. Thank you. I don't have time.
No, shut. Please, let me talk.
Hey, you have a good night.
No, but we can be friends.
good
You
night.
don't want to be my friend.
You know, I'm 40 years old. I ain't got time for that bull.
Yo, my man was not playing, he was not playing. He's been like, dude, he said it himself, like, I'm 40 years old, yo. I don't got no time for that mess. Like, as soon as you started talking that crap, like, don't you want to be friends? Like, he came here for a serious relationship and all this and that. You're trying to make him like what, somebody's side guy or some shit? You want to, like, come on, man. Nah, dudes ain't falling for that no more and everything. You're not trying to be no one side piece. He's 40 years old. This dude's ready for the real deal thing, and you wanna play games. He's like, nah, that ain't working no more. Next.
How the fuck can you teach him to do anything and you can't learn to get, you broke, but you can't go mow some grass, you can't go clean toilets at goddamn McDonald's? How the fuck is you broke?
But what I'm saying is there's a difference between a man being a deadbeat dad and a man being a financially unstable person. And just, okay, that don't got nothing to do with him being a father. Come on, now, somebody give me triggered again. That ain't got shit to do with him being a father. I don't give a fuck. Hold on, I don't give a if I walked over this. If I want to spend time with my kid, you're supposed to let me. I don't care if I rode a bike over this. If I want to spend time with my son, you let me. Because I'm instilling discipline in my son. I'm instilling chastity in my daughter. That's why half these hoes out here twerking and shaking ass and doing all this shit now, because they have a daddy. Because your daddy would have whooped your ass right where you stand if you did half this hot shit these girls be doing today. Not only you me raw, you got my kid and you carried it 9 months and had the. Now who's the goddamn fool? They don't want to talk about that shit. Oh, now all of a sudden I'm an ain't shit ass because you had my baby? You was me wrong, you let me shoot the club up. I was so great then. I was broke then, baby, but I was good enough to oh, but not, so I'm good enough to fuck wrong, but I'm not good enough to teach this kid how to fuck a bitch wrong. Oh!
Yo, bro just hit her with that. You can. Yo, serious, like, he just obliterated her, like, he just went on a rampage. I was like, now I see why they call it the trigger alert. I like that dude, man. He went off, man, but he had a really good point. Being, no matter what, like, no matter what she says or whatever, I'm like, well, dude, not having money, enough money, has nothing to do with being a father. Being a father is being there for your kids and everything. At least he's showing up. At least he's coming to see his kids. He'll send money when he can and everything. You know, you got so much time to make money and all that stuff. But now, you know, nowadays, I don't know what it is about, you know, some relationships with some women. Some women, I'm not saying all women. Some women, they want the money right now, right now. Everything has to be right now. I'm like, okay, nothing's guaranteed tomorrow. Like, I could give you the money now, but I'm not guaranteed that I'll keep my job tomorrow. I'm not guaranteed that I'll find a job tomorrow. I will get a job. I'm a man. I'm going to come and take care of what my responsibilities and everything. But just because I don't have enough money to support your lifestyle, you're denying me the right to be a father to my own kids. That's horrible. It's horrible thinking, man. I'm like, I don't understand that at all. But homeboy, he went off on her, yo. He really went off on that. I was like, yo.
See, the reason why I'm still single is because when I look around to see how much pain, abuse, tiredness, exhaustion that women are going through in these relationships, it always makes me take a step back and really think about, do I want to be tied with this person? That literally holds you back and delays you if it's not the right man. This man literally has a hold over you and you instantly lose your freedom. And the one thing that I've enjoyed about being single this whole time is my freedom. I get to do what I want.
If Delulu was a woman, she'd look like this, but that can only exist because of you tricks. Fellas, we gotta ask ourselves, is she trolling or is she the perfect personification of the environment that simps have collectively created? How much you wanna bet she's seen this list and felt that the dudes that she's dating shouldn't take her to none of those places? They standards is higher than giraffe vagina, and if you meet them, don't expect no retention. We can blame the dudes that go after low-hanging fruit, cause those are the only women giving them some attention. Her head is more blown up than Hiroshima, cause of all that off the meter simping. And the simps got the lowest standards. That's why y'all out with chicks that look like Peter Griffin. Listen, all jokes aside, we becoming a society where good restaurants are not appreciated. Fellas, we Dr. Frankenstein, and the monster is alive that we created.
My man makes a good point. I can agree, and in some ways I can disagree on it too, because half of it is because of the simp generation of men that some of these women are like this, but the other half of it, you got to still remember it goes beyond that too. I would have to say society itself, the way society has been pushed as far as its entertainment, movies, music, everything. You see Cardi B's and all that stuff, how they're rapping, and the women are listening to them these days. And then on top of all that, just the way society has pushed a lot of women to just leave men and empower women, feminism, the rise of that, actually, that contributed a lot to that too. So it's like, it's the other things. It isn't all completely all the man's fault. I believe some of this has been an agenda pushed by society, but that's what I believe. If you believe something different, just put it in the comments. I'd like to hear it.
I'll say this, there are no feminists when World War III starts. A lot of you guys want equal rights.
Equal rights, equal fights.
Look at Ukraine. All the women could leave the country. All the men had to stay from the age of 18, could not leave the country. If you're a woman, you could leave. Oh, feminism this, feminism that. When it comes down to it, when it comes down to the fight, when it comes down to Russia invading your country, there's no feminists anymore. All the women, while all their men in Ukraine were dying, getting killed, all the women went to Stockholm, Sweden, and were in the club, partying, getting drunk. They went to the UK, they went to Sweden, they went wherever. They get to continue their hot girl summer.
I remember when I was in the military and they first told us that we had to go to war. I remember back in those days, this is Operation Iraqi Freedom, of course. Before I went to war, just before our division was going to move out, I noticed there was a high amount of women that were just all of a sudden putting up there and saying, oh, I can't go to war, I'm pregnant, I'm having a baby. They were going out getting pregnant on purpose just so they could get out of going to war. So imagine if, you got all this going on, and he's making a good point. There won't be no more feminism at that point. All of a sudden, all the feminists are going to be like, oh, I can't do everything a man can. I'm not going to war. No, I'll stay home with the kids. I mean, it's, come on. Honestly, a lot of them will do that. There's only but so many women that actually really, really want to be in the military and fight for their country. But if we was to get invaded, come on. Really, how many of them are willing to go to war and throw down for their families and their communities? How many of them wouldn't take the route the Ukrainian women went? Oh, get me out of here on the plane with my baby. I'll go to Germany, I'll go to France, wherever they'll take me so I can escape that. Leave my man at home so he can defend our country and our home. Let him die for us. Nobody stood up for men when it came to that. So, it just makes you wonder. That's it for me today. I'm going to end the video right here. And I'm just going to ask if you like what you see, just drop a like, subscribe, hit share, and hit the notification bell so you can keep up with me and all my new and latest content that I come out with. I'll try to make a video at least once or twice a week. So until then, just take care, guys, and be safe out there.